guys, welcome to another episode of Selective Ignorance with me, your host, Brandy B, and we are getting into all of the ignorant things for this week. We're going to kick it off a little light. We're not going to start off with politics just yet. We're actually starting off with celebrities because they are literally saying the darnest things. Apparently, LaRussell is letting us know that everyone is heaven sent. And guess what, guys? Words mean things. And it's giving that he didn't know what heaven sent meant. But we're getting into that, as well as all of New York being happy with the three-way, not threesome, but a three-way announcement of 3 Jay-Z shows coming to us, 2 at Yankee Stadium, 1 at Roots Picnic. And luckily, I'm joined by all of these hip-hop historians, 2 of which are up north. So I guess they really are going to have so much to say about Hove. Then we're getting into the mess of other New York people. Mace, Cameron, and Shyne decided to be chatty patties and talk about what Brandy's puss was like. And then, of course, Ray J jumped into the mix. We have thoughts on all of these things and whether or not men are the new bitches these days. And then this is not a sports podcast, but thank God. Guess what happens when women ask for the things they want? We can't believe it. The WNBA has a new CBA agreement, and we're going to get into all of the details surrounding that and how in 2026, women, you just may need to ask for what you want in life. And then in This Is America, I will share with y'all my TSA debacle at the ATL airport this week because, of course, Trump is threatening to replace TSA workers with ICE if the DHS shutdown doesn't end soon. The orange Cheeto is fucking up my travel plans. And we're going to get into all of it. Of course, y'all know I am joined by my super producers. Y'all.
Gang, we back.
He said, fuck them kids this week. Journalism Jason up in Jersey decided to join us again. Y'all, at this point, maybe I gotta change it. I feel like I'm giving unlimited PTO here. And
Selective Ignorance got them good benefits. I don't know about the wrestling podcast operations, but over here, Mandy's good to you if you're good to her. You see how I sold that? You see how I did that? You see how I flipped that flow?
I don't know about that. I actually think I might be being too nice. I'm like, so you're not joining us again? Oh, so this is a bi-weekly thing? Oh, okay.
Oh,
but
man, it was like full-on theater production all weekend long, these kids. Boy, you think she was Idina Menzel out here. It's crazy.
No, and then I know, like, you're now having to wake up at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning 5 times a week, so.
Yeah, 4:30. I get a little bit of extra sleep.
That's crazy.
You got to deal with some more kids. No shots.
No, it is. It's Mero the kid Mero.
The kid Mero.
So, you know.
I think he'd be a good kid. I think he's a good kid, though.
He's a great kid. I love Mero.
Good kid.
I love Mero.
Yeah.
And then, y'all, we are joined by OG pod legend, A. King Kugler in the building.
Get that name right.
That's right.
We got A. King in the director's chair if y'all are watching on video.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? What's good, Mandy?
What's good? What's happening?
You gave us a small sample size of the Caesar buzz cut this past week, and then you went and got a little wiggy wig.
A wiggy wig is crazy. This is called a 27 piece.
Okay.
I gotta put y'all on game.
Okay.
All flats?
You know, all flats.
All flats?
All flats,
So
27
all the wigs
pieces.
have his own number?
It's 27 pieces of hair.
Really?
Yes.
How do you even research this stuff? Like, how do you get there? How do you get to 27 versus 49?
I don't
21?
know. I don't know, but you buy it like it literally say 27 piece.
Wow.
So this is a 27 piece
Lemon pepper at that.
Velvet Remy.
That's a lemon pepper.
That's a lemon pepper, too.
Wig.
You know, it got a little.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's called DR 630.
Dominican. What's it?
Or Dark Root.
I thought you was going to say she got a wig like Jack Harlow. I thought you was going to I'm flowing today.
My hair does not look like Jack Harlow. We're not doing that.
I mean,
we are not doing that.
You got to get the side the Music Soul Child like hat that he has.
Yeah.
Well, I just told you I'm about to put you on retainer. I need you to be my barber.
Let's go.
So we're going to do that.
Let's get it.
And then y'all already know we got the King of headlines, Jason Jolly.
Pop blessing all the yap niggas. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, Wig?
What up, Wig? Is
My wigger?
My Wig.
Oh, sorry. It just came out. Pause.
This is what I have to deal with
That's
sitting
hard.
with all men.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
hard. That's dope.
I love this one. What?
I love
Wig
this one.
27? It's like perfume.
It does sound like a perfume though. Some luxurious.
The one she had 3 weeks ago, Wig
Don't do that.
002. That shit gotta
The
never
Joe
come
Dirt?
back.
I like
Don't
the,
do
the
that.
I like the Joe Dirt.
You talking
Nah,
about?
I don't like the Joe Dirt.
I like the
Oh
Joe
wait, the
Dirt.
mullet.
The mullet.
But you was
Florida
okay with the
woman.
skunk vibe?
No. I'm glad. I was like, yo, internally, I was like, how long is this gonna last?
Nah, she was like anime Mandy. If you was a anime, I feel like that would be the thing.
But she had that one. They had no superpowers. Like she just got
That one was just. It was.
This
that
sounds
was
so ignorant, y'all. I really
like
actually.
Goku would have been.
I actually cannot stand y'all right now. By the
Nah,
way,
this look fantastic.
thank you.
And you got
Thank
a little,
you so
you got a
much.
little tanny tan on you.
You know, a bitch. Listen, there was a heat wave in LA, so I made sure that I set my ass by the pool.
I opened the app.
Don't do this.
Oh,
And you see, you know, I don't even have to say it.
scroll right past.
I open
like
the app
that.
and I see all these. I'm like,
Cheeks.
I'm like, oh.
I'm like,
yeeks.
No.
And I said, yeah, I can't. Let's get out of this. This is
Listen,
not healthy at all.
summertime around the corner. I gotta make
Summertime
sure
is
my
here.
roster's intact. Okay.
Get your Zyrtec, get your Claritin. The
I
pollen
mean-
is out this bitch. Yo, so when I
yo,
tell
you
you the
can't-
pollen
don't
is
wash
out
your
this
car,
bitch,
bro.
then forget about it.
You wash your cars and nothing but green pollen on your shit.
Now you've been talking all morning, Jai. You just came back from. You did CNN
Oh
this
yeah,
morning.
I did see. I
What
did
was,
see.
what was the
right early this
conversation?
morning. Honestly, we talked about a lot of things we're going to talk about today. We'll probably have a different, more niggery conversation here than I had
I like that.
than I had on CNN this morning.
First
But we-
in the first 6 minutes, niggery and wigger being said is insane.
It's a selective ignorance now, baby. We doing something different now. We talked about DHS. We talked about ICE at the airport. We talked about damn gas prices.
Okay.
What else did we talk
Did y'all
about?
talk about the FCC consolidation?
No, we didn't get to that. That
did
was
that
on the
next- I think we
rundown.
gotta-
We didn't get to that part
That's
yet.
homework for the next episode for sure.
Yeah, we did.
What is
very,
it?
very concerning. There was some consolidation this past few days where the FCC approved the acquisition and merger of like the biggest media companies that don't look like us.
Oh.
And now they control 80%, it looks like 80% of media in television.
Oh shit.
So you know what that means, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of mergers, we did talk about today on CNN. We did talk a little bit about Live Nation and like the comments that the ex-employees had made and just how
Yeah.
they have like a death grip on ticketing.
Yes.
And I guess we'll get to some of that too when we talk about the Jay-Z stuff. But
Oh,
it's like
definitely,
trying
definitely.
to get these tickets and like what they're about to hit you in the head for getting some. Man.
Yeah, I saw some of these and I'm like, is it not a recession?
Yeah, they act
Like-
like they don't know what's going on out here.
But don't forget, the tariffs is tariffing.
And it's that.
I
That's
just-
the trickle down effect. Everything is fucked
everything.
up.
They put it on everything.
I'm just confused with where people are getting this money because rent still due.
Yo, rent.
You still gotta
dude.
eat.
Oh,
Like, where is the money coming from? I
My
just don't get it.
sister-in-law hit me. She was like, you know what? I'm just swiping. I'm just want to go on American Express. We're going to figure it out later. I got
That
to be
is
at this show.
crazy.
Game is
Now,
the game.
have y'all had any ignorant thoughts, takes, moments in the past week?
I had an ignorant
interesting
thought.
one. Okay.
I had an ignorant thought. And I think I always felt like this, but it didn't really crystallize for me until I saw something. And I'm not going to, I won't, for the sake of the controversy, I won't name any names, but I saw a thread hit one of my group chats this week about a woman who was talking about how basically polyamory and like three-way relationships are detrimental to women and how she was heartbroken that this public figure was a womanizer and all of these things. And I think my ignorant thought was,
Judgy?
I don't give a fuck if your boyfriend cheated on you. Like, if you go to the Wi-Fi if the nigga did some crimes. Go to the Wi-Fi if there's a sexual assault or a nigga stole some shit or there's something actually happening. Don't come on here talking about trying to air people out because they cheated on you or because they broke your heart or whatever the case is. We don't give a fuck about that. I don't care.
I'm not gonna lie. It's the same reason why Risa Tisa got a couple mil off of her story. People actually do like the drama of
I guess they
hearing
do.
other people are cheating.
Right.
Like, to be fair, the entire internet is talking about how we're all proud of a baby announcement by a woman who just got a baby coming with a married man. Like, and congratulations to her. You know, but like, so when we think about like these triangular relationships, these poly dynamics, these like, there's so many people that are actually existing in those things as well.
Yeah. So let me ask you something. Was it a non-poly person speaking about poly people?
Well, no, it was someone talking about being cheated on.
Yeah,
right?
this person was in a triangular relationship with a public figure. Consensual. But she was talking about how her heart is broken now, and he's a womanizer.
Wait, what is a triangular relationship
where
she
moved
got?
the goalposts,
Wait, what is it?
She didn't even explain this. This is what made me mad, though. She said, "I'm this person is a womanizer because they broke my heart inside of this triangular relationship. This is bad for women." And then she went on to say, the next post, "This is not trying to be messy. I'm just trying to share my hurt out loud." I'm like, what are you talking about?
No.
Of course, this is trying to be messy.
Stop being out loud.
Why would you? Why do you
stop being out loud.
Why
Go
you
to a
to share your
therapist.
hurt out loud? What does that even mean?
Go to a therapist. They have answers.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
the
why are you
internets
on
don't have
Wi-Fi?
answers, bro. They just gonna double, triple, and quadruple down about empty fucking theories and arguments about.
So you want to know what's crazy about you bringing that up as your ignorant moment? So I have felt really exhausted lately with my other podcast. And I literally, Weezy and I had to have a conversation because I'm trying to figure out, and I feel like this podcast may be trickling into it.
Right.
Because there's so much things happening politically. I am concerned with the right way to discuss sex right now because the swing of the pendulum is happening, right? And so we're having these conversations about patriarchy, and all these women want to be chosen and feel protected by men. Yet then the other conversation is that we should fear all men because they can't keep their dicks in their pants and they all just want to grape us and assault us. And like, we're just having these secular conversations where in one lens, from a romantic standpoint, we want to be with men, we want to be married with them, we want to bear their children, we want to feel protected by them. And then in the other scope, it's like fear all men. We'd rather be with a bear in the woods. And I'm just like, how do we hold women accountable for the weaponization of sex that we're experiencing right now? And how do we hold place for the fact that men are finally coming out expressing that they're being assaulted, they've been victims of assault?
Well,
how do we come out and
rest in peace to DMX?
Listen, Kevin Gates just spoke about it. But see, and look, so your face, bro, like men being victims, like is a fucking joke, bro.
No, it's Kevin Gates.
But
we talked about. You asked me earlier what we talked about on CNN. We talked about The Bachelorette being canceled a little bit today too.
Bruh, she was throwing a whole chair at that man,
and with the baby daughter right there, she's throwing bar stools across the crib. And you know, this was an old case. But ABC was willing to roll with it until the video came out.
But also because she was, and that was my thing. I'm like, we have to, and like, I even told her about the New York Times article where they're literally trying to transition pedophile or whatever, as to being a mental disorder, not a criminal act.
Right,
and I'm
it
just
should
like,
be criminalized for that.
Yeah,
right?
and so there becomes a conversation where we know pedophilia is wrong, but yet you still don't think nothing was wrong when you was 14 fucking a 23-year-old. No, that is pedophilia. So like, there has to be a conversation about how we even speak about our own sexual experiences while acknowledging the shit that actually was not wrong and is not okay. And then in one moment too, we were talking, and I can't wait for y'all to hear us have this conversation on air, but like, even there was a conversation where she was talking about, you know, experiencing, and I'm summarizing her words for what it was, but how she experienced pleasure as a teenager at a young age. And I was like, no, girl, can we not talk about how at 15 you knew this felt so good? Because there are children now that like, it's tricky.
Epstein too.
It gets tricky.
Adolf too.
And I'm literally like, girl, but the files. And then maybe we'll have another conversation about this. I was real in my bag. So they tried to call Monica Lewinsky a victim, and I said, oh, we not doing that. I don't see it as such. And I was just like, if a woman chooses to suck dick to get further into her career and it doesn't pan out for her, she doesn't get to be a victim. She knew she was sucking dick not only to the president, but a married man at that. And she was 20 years old. She knew what the fuck.
So, Mandy, can you unpack that a little bit? Like, what if she's not a victim? So you don't believe in sort of like the power and how it was leveraged uneven between them?
So you ready?
Yeah.
She is a victim of being slut-shamed by all of the country for sucking some dick.
Okay.
However, I done sucked many a dick in my day. I ain't never kept the dress or the shirt or anything of the nature and just hung it back up in my closet with dried semen on it.
You didn't want no dick museum?
You know what I mean? Like, and then to be fair, she was a woman. She wasn't a child. She was 20 years old. Mm-hmm. And fuck him being the president, he was a married man. You knew he was married nonetheless, right? And so for me, this is another thing. There are a lot of powerful, successful, rich, affluent men. I hate the fact that because they've made it to this level in society that now they are the monsters and they can't have sex with no one. And now there's this huge power dynamic and it immediately leans into coercion because as a woman, we just can't say no. Bro, I wouldn't suck Michael Jordan dick. So like, there's so many like affluent men. I don't give a fuck how fucking rich and popular you are. I'm not sucking your dick because I don't want to. And so to me, there has to be more of a conversation of accountability for women, but also like knowing how to say no and feeling comfortable with no, because that's a thing that we're teaching with consent. Why does consent not matter? And why are we such damsels when it comes to a rich, powerful man? And what I'm saying is with the swing of the pendulum, we now have these rich, powerful, affluent men that don't even want to hire women because
they think something is going to go, or something might happen, or they can't
keep their hands off
the NDA.
But, you know what I mean? But even with the NDA, it's just like, dang, now there's fear of men even wanting to work with women because of the fact that anything with sex, anything that's said out of your mouth that makes you feel uncomfortable could be weaponized in a way that completely destroys that man's life. And I think there are women using that to their advantage right now. Now, yes, there are real victims. There's a lot of women, what is it? 3 in every 4 experience assault. And so to me, the conversation is too, though, now, like, how do we make sure that the victims are really heard and all of this other, you know?
Yeah. So you feel like in general that the societal temperature right now makes it hard to have a podcast or for you to have those conversations on decisions just based off of like, how do I talk about these things without it seeming...
Well, because also a lot of the conversations with men and women around dating, sex, all the things becomes very gender war-y and it becomes fuck men. So even when I brought up how men are also victims to sexual assault and violation, it was like, yeah, but fuck them. We don't care about what happens to them. Why? Hurt people hurt people.
That's
and
true.
There's a lot of men that didn't realize they were assaulted until now. Like, we're reaching in a place where men are now opening up about being molested by older women. It's not even just men on men. There's a lot of women. I told her, I said, every time I look up sex in the news, it's a fucking teacher.
I was gonna say, we've seen a million teachers.
Did y'all see the teacher that put the boys' semen in cupcakes and fed it to the other students?
That didn't hit my timeline.
Wait,
y'all didn't see that?
That's wild.
Y'all didn't see that?
No.
Hold on. And so literally, hold on, I'm gonna look it up because I want to make sure I say her name.
Shit like this is why the parents be sending their kids to homeschool and just being like, fuck the whole public school system and all of that.
I had a story.
Louisiana teacher Cynthia Perkins sentenced after lacing students' cupcakes
let me see her.
with her husband's sperm.
With her husband's sperm.
You think she a Democrat or Republican?
Definitely a Republican.
Definitely.
Marjorie
yeah.
Taylor Greene from over here.
Yeah, that's like her little sister, her half sister.
Nigga, SWAT came to get her, okay? She was charged with dozens of child sex crimes.
I hope.
And she also pleaded guilty to second-degree rape, production of child pornography, and conspiracy of mingling of harmful substances.
Sheesh.
Bro, she was 36 years old.
And she taught at a middle school, a high school, or what type of school was it?
By the way, the couple, mind you, this is a man and a woman, allegedly raped children between the ages of 9 and 10.
As a unit.
A child between the ages of 9 and 10 as a unit.
Oh yeah, hurt,
together.
put them in the dirt.
And then, but this is a teacher, bro. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, women are nasty, vile creatures too. Mm-hmm. And so let's, my thing is talking about it from like a lens that is nuanced.
Right, yeah.
And that doesn't just make men all these scary beings. Oh my God, the way we even were having conversations about how women can't be friends with men because men just only want to fuck every woman that walks by them.
Yeah, that's always been a silly conversation to me.
Goofy.
Like, if you as a person don't have the ability to trust your significant other with friends of the opposite sex, then like you need to go to therapy. Like, you need to talk. What you say? Go to the lady. Go see the lady.
Go see the lady.
You need to go see the lady. You need to go see the lady because like something is wrong with you. Something happened to you, and you're scarred in some kind of way that keeps you from having a healthy relationship. So you telling me you cut off everybody you know of the opposite sex because you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
But even women saying that they've never had friends that didn't want to fuck them. Like, and I'm thinking of, I've known you for, I don't know, 14, 15 years now. I've known you for 10 years. Jason, like, and I'm like, I'm thinking, I was like, I don't think these niggas wanted to fuck me. Like, and then I was like, am I, then you know, I'm like, maybe I'm ugly.
Are we having this conversation right now? We're gentlemen, though.
Talk your
That's
shit.
the thing, we're gentlemen.
Well, if you're Cam Newton, you have trouble with this. But if you're like a civilized person,
Mandy. Every man ain't the same, just like every woman ain't the same.
And that's I'm speaking up for y'all.
It's just a measure of decorum, right? I don't know if it's our parenting. I don't know if it's the environment. Look, I have family uncles who, you know, they haven't done anything egregious, but men talk shit.
Yeah,
but they do it in a way. Yeah, you know, she bad. That's a little bad. That's what men do. But it's when you talk to a woman, when you're out in the street with a woman, and the scary part of it is the youth that are adapting even worse traits, and they're even filming this shit. Like, we see them when they run up on older women in the store and they try
saying crazy shit.
And it's like, it's one thing to show that I could get an older woman's number, but the dialogue that occurs is crazy.
Right.
But also then on the flip side,
we need a reset.
It's like, but if I offered it to him, he would take it. And I was like, do y'all not think men can say no either? Like, it's just, it's mind-boggling.
I think men say no. Oh, perfect example. The guy who came out of jail, I think in Dallas or Houston, came home from jail. He was messing with the correction officer. Okay. When he got out, he declined sex. And she pulled up on him and shot him through the car door.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
He
had to disarm her with the wound. Right? And then get her ass arrested because he was like,
she shot him because he said no?
It's on camera. It's on video.
Camera. Like, she came to his house.
He was like, yo, chill. We need to have a conversation. And she wasn't trying to hit none of that. And she said, why would you fuck me? Why would you have sex? What am I not? You know, all these.
When he was locked up, it was Pound Town?
Yes.
It was like, yo, what happened to our arrangement? And then she pulled up on him, and when he was declining, and you could tell, he's like,
I'm using Jason's line. Yeah, that ain't come across my algorithm.
That was crazy. And then on video, she just pulled out the blicky and blop, blop.
Yeah. And she was I think she was in uniform when she did it, if I remember. It was a video, right?
Pulling out the blicky is crazy.
The crazy thing about it was he disarmed her. The next video or photo that you saw after was him in the hospital bed all fucked up. Leaned up. And I'm like, damn, yo, he could have been up out of here.
Yep.
Because he declined the dick.
He declined the pussy.
Yeah.
Well, he declined giving her the dick. Right, the dick.
He set boundaries.
Now, to your point, he's probably in a small minority. Niggas would have still ran through, you know what I mean? Just because.
Most niggas would have.
Is he going in jail? Why you wouldn't do that in real life?
Because he had some decorum when he got out of jail. Okay.
She probably was stressing him out.
The pussy
Blowing up
probably
his
wasn't that
phone.
good.
He
And
was
so
probably
when he
like,
got
yo,
out,
this is like prison pussy. Like, I'm just here, just like,
Prison
so I don't get
pussy is
fined.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But now we back in the real world. I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm
like,
cool. I don't want all the foolery. Yeah.
not I'm just fucking
straight.
so I don't get fined.
I'm
Shut
just saying.
up.
I'm just saying.
Well, let's start off on a light note, guys. A little bit of music, a little bit of chatty patty.
Where we at with it?
A little bit of Bible study, I guess. LaRussell recently released a snippet of a song. Now, I want to play the snippet.
Worst snippet
I'm sure
ever.
some of y'all have heard this already. Jason, pull that snippet up. I'm going to go ahead and pull up. Y'all know he's been responding to the backlash. But let's go ahead and play this snippet for the audience who may or may not have been living under a rock and haven't heard it.
I sent it off to my engineer, and he calls me. He said, man, you probably shouldn't put this out. I said, why? What the hell happened? He said, you know, you talking about Epstein, there's a lot of shit going on. And I said, thank you for calling me. I'm finna drop this. That's exactly why we need it. Because everybody sit and be silent. And the goal of an artist is to express the times and discuss, say all the things that nobody else want to say or know how to say. I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent.
Here we go.
Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too.
All right.
We all heaven sent.
What are we doing?
Adolf too.
That was crazy.
We all
My
heaven
God.
sent.
I can't wait.
Even you. We all heaven sent. I made.
Now,
That even you, boy. That was.
even you, we all haven't sent. I'm going to read what his final statement was in response to all the backlash he got from this. And then I'd love for us to dissect, because I don't know. A King said he has an interesting take on this one. So he said, "Good morning, America." This is, by the way, LaRussell from his Twitter account. "Good morning, America. This is my final statement on this bullshit." I love that he used our slogan too. "The selective outrage and fake righteousness is a joke. It's always us. Y'all been complicit in supporting serial killers, murderers, drug dealers, pimps, and niggas destroying the community for years. But me saying God made me and he also made these sick ass niggas is where the line is drawn? Cut it out. You gonna be outraged about it all. Turn the murder music off and every other detrimental form of art you consume. I'm one of the few niggas in this shit smiling and putting good into the ecosystem. I'm gonna keep saying and doing what I want with my art because I'm a fucking artist. Y'all can keep being fake outraged and complicit with everything else." Mic drop.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Okay. John, talk to me.
No, I want A King to
No,
talk.
no,
I want A
Not
King
yet, not yet.
I want A King to
Go
talk
ahead.
first.
What were your thoughts on this?
All right, so first thing first, he's talking about an artist is supposed to reflect the sign of the times and say things that people. Who's scared to say that? And what times are you even addressing? Like you said, saying the name Epstein is not addressing the times. What time? What did you even say? You didn't say nothing. You said we're all made by God. Okay, nigga, and like what is the
And water
land a
is wet.
plane? Like you put a plane in the air with no wheels, and that shit just crashed to the ground. Like. You didn't make a point. Okay, we're all made from God. What is the point? What do you? What fake deep thing is this supposed to be? What message do we take from that? We're supposed to like love and respect all of God's children. I do not love and respect all of God's children.
Me neither.
I disrespect and detest some of God's children, especially the ones you named in the song. So I don't even understand what we're supposed to take away from that. And also, that's not what heaven sent means. Heaven sent is supposed to be somebody that comes at the perfect time, right on time, in when we're in the time of need.
And when I tell you, Adolf did not.
He did not come in the time
Epstein
of
did
need.
not. And baby, look at the country. Trump definitely came at the wrong time.
And, like, what are we talking? Kendrick Lamar wrote Not Like Us, and LaRussell wrote Jeffrey Epstein is just like you. No, the fuck he's not, nigga. Speak for yourself, nigga. Like, the fuck?
Damn, that is what he did.
Like, what? No, nigga. What are you? And then you put his name right next to Martin and Malcolm. Like, oh, God created all of us. What are you talking about? The fucking goofball raisin biscuit. Like, what do you...
Goofball raisin biscuit?
I'm using that
Bro,
shit.
you are the most... Your country be coming out.
If I ever get in a Twitter argument with somebody, I'm like, you goofball raisin biscuit, you dry ass
That shit is silly,
Popeye
bro.
biscuit
Like,
raisin with it.
What about you, King?
I understand.
You understand
I
what?
understand why people are, upset.
Okay.
However,
I don't think. A couple of things. I think we spending too much time on it. I think there's far more things in our community that we should be worried about, whether or not LaRussell used Epstein in his heaven sent diatribe. I think that also that was a portion of a song that probably we won't never hear. Unfortunately, we won't hear the rest of it because. Maybe there was maybe some context would have been provided in the song had we heard the whole thing. That was just a portion of it.
well, no one would probably ever hear the whole thing because nobody listens to LaRussell's music.
I was going to say that. Who is listening to LaRussell?
No, hold on. And I'm getting there. I'm glad you said that. I've been listening. I'm a rap fan, so I listen to everything. I fucks with LaRussell. The thing is,
What's your favorite song?
Now that's the one thing about he has 42 albums.
That's great. What's your favorite song?
I don't think there's one song that I identify him with. I just think he's a great writer.
What is the favorite? What is
he's
the
a fun
song,
rapper.
What is the song that's so fun that you like, hey King?
I would have to look at my. I have it in my Spotify. No, look, honestly, but that's my whole point, right?
What's your point? Because
Listen,
you listen to LaRussell,
there's a
but
lot
you
of
can't
people
name
commenting about
42
LaRussell
albums.
that never.
Hey King,
Yeah,
42 albums.
okay,
Name me one
42
song.
is
No.
42 albums. You listen to him. Name me what song from LaRussell you like.
There's a song where he talks. You want me to pull it up? I have it right here. I have it.
No.
I don't. No,
You
can't.
listen
Don't try to spin it on me.
Jason,
Well, here's the thing,
Jason,
right?
if an
No.
artist that you listen to had
No.
42 albums, nigga, Chris Brown
You
has
didn't know
42.
that. You didn't know that Aubrey was doing episode 1, 2, and 3, and 4, right?
What are you talking
Exactly. See,
Wait.
You didn't even know he was putting out episodes.
about? Who?
Aubrey.
The Iceman.
Why are you calling him Lauber and
Because he
Aubrey?
be
What are you
suing
talking about?
everybody.
That's his
But
thing.
yeah,
Allegedly.
hold on.
Don't
But-
sue me.
But guess what? If I sit on this microphone and say, yeah, I listen to Drake, guess what I could do? Name a song that I like. Especially,
okay, hold on.
and Drake doesn't have 42
But that
albums.
doesn't invalidate.
No.
That doesn't invalidate.
It invalidates what
me
the hell
not
you
know,
say.
No. Me not knowing a LaRussell record. He doesn't have. He puts out so much content, so he doesn't have
hold
an
on.
identifiable
Your
record.
favorite chorus.
So I'm gonna save A King.
So he got a record where he's talking
that type
about
of artist where you can remember one song. Like he's still kind of a new artist. He puts out a ton of record. It's kind of like you appreciate the vibe and kind of like the character of who he is because he's kind of like a bootstrap artist. And I think that's why people are so disappointed because they feel like this record kind of goes against that.
Jason, you didn't help him.
But I have a question though for you, Mandy. So we had a segment that we still do from time to time called Double Down or Take It Back.
Yes.
He obviously doubled down.
Triple down.
You, as somebody who gets a lot of attention on social media, I'm sure you have that feeling and moment where you're like, "Yo, fuck them, I'm gonna double down." He did that. What are your thoughts on him? Because each day he kept doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down until he deleted his socials. But what is your take on him? Kind of still like the mentality of him to be like, "Oh fuck y'all don't get my art. I'm still doubling down, doubling down."
Here's the thing. You know who else doubled down and tripled down, and it was suicide career? The Baby. At a time where he was still fairly new. If we're talking about an artist that's fairly new, this is also an artist that 42 albums in just also signed.
They're not albums in the same context as our favorite artists.
EPs, whatever. It's
42 bodies of work.
Hold on.
There you go.
Where'd Jason go?
Uh-oh.
He's still there.
Okay. It also just comes to a place where you just signed a major deal. You're now with Roc Nation. You're doubling down on a thing to where essentially, you are saying that we are like Adolf and Epstein and sinners and all these things. And so for me as an artist, this is career suicide where you're finally probably you're opening yourself up to more audiences that knew you before these 42 albums. And this is what you give us? So for me, no. To me, I doubled down because, nigga, I've been doing this shit for 10 years. Like, you as a new artist, essentially, because y'all just gave him the kind of this, he's new, he's a bootstrap guy, you know, he's pulling himself up. For me, this is not the way you go about your art. What?
Art is subjective, man. All heaven-sent human beings weren't made perfect. They say we're made in God's image, right? And we what they say, I can't remember the parable, but we're not perfect beings, right?
We're not, in hindsight, though.
We're not perfect.
In hindsight, I want to ask the three of y'all. Do y'all think if hindsight was 20/20 and the baby knew what him doubling down on the HIV things and the things that he said at Rolling Loud, in hindsight, do you think he doubles down on that today, knowing what the outcome was for his career?
No.
Him probably not.
I think it's a different thing, though.
Why?
What he did, this dude, all he said was, we all heaven sent. Yes, he named figures that we don't fuck with, but he didn't say that he supports them. And he didn't say that, you know.
But I'm talking about the outrage, the responses to the outrage. If you see that people are responding this way to something you said, you pull it back. Like, who was it? I
don't think it matters.
Even Glorilla, didn't she say something in a record? It was like the R word or something to where people were like, ooh, and she literally saw the outrage and flipped the lyric because...
I think Meg did the same thing about something about, like, she had some lyric about spaz out and people on her about ableism and things like that. And she was like, okay, cool, I'm out. Like,
and so if you are an artist, cool. Art is subjective. But if you're on a growth trajectory, why double down on some shit that you see is pissing all these motherfuckers off?
Well, the other problem is that, like, he could have, instead of doubling down, he could have listened and been twice as smart. Like, hear what people are saying and take it for what it's worth. To me, this isn't a hill worth dying on.
It's not.
Because you didn't even really make a substantive point like that.
Agreed.
So it's like, if this is something that really meant something to you, that was really strong and it really was important to you to get this message out, okay, fine, you got to take what comes with it. But to double, triple, quadruple down
and then delete your
page, like, you can't even...
You pussy, pussy asshole.
Yeah, you were standing on business until somebody kicked the chair out from under you, and now you just like... You know how in Looney Tunes, how you'll, like, Daffy Duck might walk up to like a landmine, and it'd be labeled landmine, and you step on it anyway, and he blows up, and then he's standing there without a beak and just eyes. Like, that's what LaRussell looked like right now.
Ooh.
I wish he would have, he should have hollered at Glasses Malone and how to intercourse. Wow, interact.
How to intercourse?
Wow.
He should have hit Glasses on how to intercourse.
Wrong. How to interact with people with discourse, because Glasses still commenting on shit that happened 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And I think, GT Coop was the name of the song, by the way. That was one of the records.
Look,
and it was an album called... No, it's not...
Yo, this nigga got the 42 albums pulled up on his laptop right now.
Nah, this is some... But and the album that I was listening to was Party on the West Side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That nigga been Googling while you was talking about Looney Tunes.
I can't remember.
I like LaRussell as like a concept, right? First, he can rap. When I first heard of LaRussell, I was like, oh, this dude is pretty good. Like, he can rap. And I liked what he built for himself, the good company. I think all of the stuff that he did as a business is dope. The original music, I'm not really big on. I don't really care about. But generally, I think what he's done is a good thing. I mean, it took him very, very... You just did the Super Bowl, nigga, and no one knows your songs. Like, that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
But this just
He was at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the pre-show.
The pre-show, yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
I mean...
Because you was in your Puerto Rican Dominican bag.
Oh, my God.
You weren't trying to hit no niggas from the... She wasn't trying to hit no nigga from the West Coast.
You know my thoughts on the West Coast.
She still got the lingering effect from Mr. Duckworth.
You done? You done? You know what? Fine. Let's get into the hip hop bag that y'all love so goddamn much.
Yeah.
Look, you excited? You want to go ahead and introduce this?
Because you know why? Because she's gonna be right up there with all of us listening to Can I Live?
Oh,
She's gonna be doing all that shit.
You know what's crazy?
You're gonna be
we'll
right
get
there.
into
You're
it.
gonna be right there.
Y'all, in the past week, Jay-Z did 2 announcements.
Yep.
One, him being the headliner for Roots Picnic.
Yep.
And then just a couple days later, he announced 2 shows in July at Yankee Stadium. One show being The Reasonable Doubt, this is the 30-year anniversary of that album.
Yep.
And then The Blueprint, which happens to be the 25-year anniversary for that album.
Dropped on 9/11.
And boy, is the internet happy. So excited.
Yeah.
You know, talking about both projects.
Yeah.
I guess, how excited are y'all? I didn't share in this excitement, guys.
But would you, did you listen to Jay-Z's music?
So let me tell you,
She probably listened to more LaRussell than Jay-Z.
So I did attend a Jay-Z concert before.
Which one? Which album? Around which?
It was, I don't know all of them. I think so look up the tour, Jason. It was Trey Songz and Jeezy that opened up for him.
That was probably Blueprint 3.
3. I was going to say that.
Oh, okay.
That was probably Blueprint 3 time, if I had to guess.
So, mind you, this is 2009 or 2010.
9, 10, something like that.
09, 010.
You purchased the ticket?
You ready? So I was working the suites at Phillips Arena. And I happened to be doing the suite this was the year that the Saints won the Super Bowl.
Ooh,
and so
I'm
in the suite with the Saints or whatever.
Atlanta got no
Mind you,
game.
this is back when, nigga, they got the roast beef. I'm cutting it, but like I'm just a regular girl. But ended up like setting up their suite real early, and I could not wait.
For?
The neighbors know my name. And so Trey Songz, I was so excited to hear him yodel on stage. And then after that came Jeezy. Are you kidding me?
Good time.
Oh my God. And so I'm like living my best life. And then I'm like, okay, job's done. I guess I'll stay for Hope. And he had no dancers.
No.
He had no nothing. It was just him out, I remember, in his baggy jeans and Timberland boots. And he comes out on the stage, and he did demand the stage, I'll say that. And so, yes, at the end, I was like, Hope, H to the O-V.
For the audio people, she's throwing up the dial.
That sounded very sports. Yay, sports.
Now,
for somebody who spent a lot of time in New York, how many years you been in New York?
First off,
13?
Jay-Z stopped making music when I moved to New York.
No, but the music stayed, though. The music was there.
You know what's crazy? They played more 50 Cent and Ja Rule in the club than Jay-Z. Jay-Z doesn't get spins in the strip club or the club.
Interesting.
If we're talking about from a hip-hop lens, yes, Jay-Z is GOAT. But from an entertainment scope and where you actually hear his music.
Based on your age, I think we should add.
I'm a millennial.
That's fair.
Where are y'all going to 35 and up? Where are y'all hearing Jay-Z?
I think it's kids that rock Michael Jordan sneakers.
Yeah.
There's kids that they know his music.
Oh,
it's not.
I'm saying,
where is it played?
Where is it being played right now?
You never went nowhere where they played like
Change
Give It
Clothes.
To Me?
By the way, I love Change Clothes.
So
I wish I heard Change Clothes when I was
But you
out.
never been nowhere at a
still
party
there.
where the whole crowd says, and I wish I never met her at, like, that was never an experience for you?
Are we
Oh
out
wait,
the
that's
streets?
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
What is going on?
Okay, that one song, yes.
Yeah.
Give me
like,
another song they play in the club from Jay-Z.
Another Jay-Z song you would hear in the club. You probably wouldn't hear Big Pimpin'.
No, you wouldn't hear Big Pimpin' now.
Excuse
You don't
Change
hear H to the
Clothes.
Izzo.
Excuse me,
you
miss.
definitely hear Excuse Me, Miss.
Excuse me, miss, and the remix. Yeah.
Excuse me,
remix,
miss,
yeah.
maybe
You
on the
might
let
hear-
out.
you
Empire
might
State
hear-
of Mind.
you might
Niggas
hear
in
La La La.
Paris.
First, Niggas in Paris, yes.
Run the
That
town.
was
Run this
Kanye.
town.
That's
Yeah.
Kanye, though.
No,
Hold on,
that's both of
No,
them.
that's Jay-Z.
I get that. But even when that was being played, was Kanye at a high peak where Kanye records were getting played every other song in the club?
Umbrella.
Jay-Z too.
You know we not hearing fucking Umbrella in the club.
You might hear La La La. Myth Bleak been
Crazy in
smoking the La
Love.
La La. Like, you might hear that.
We're not hearing Jay-Z's even part of these songs.
Jay-Z is part of Crazy in Love.
He is, but bro, that's Beyonce's first single. What are we talking about right now?
Bonnie and Clyde. 03 Bonnie and Clyde. Drunk in Love.
Drunk in Love, you're for sure gonna hear.
Otis.
Yeah.
Otis, depending
The
on what kind of
songs
party it
that
is.
y'all-
I'm just naming songs I think she was.
Are you ready? Are you
Right.
ready?
Monster.
These songs were getting played at my high school dances.
Never heard Frontin'?
Damn.
I love Friends.
Oh, good one.
That's
Suit and
for real.
tie?
That's for real.
solid.
You're like,
Suit and tie?
I get this. Okay.
That's a solid.
Yo, Ja,
I think
Ja, I have
she-
a question. I have a question for you because Ja, I know you like threads and you be spending your time on threads. This is a thread come to life. I see this thread.
Yeah.
I see this on threads all the time where people will be like, Jay-Z's not even that, and underneath people are like, yo, who is this person?
Yeah.
This is threads come to life right here.
No, there's definitely a revisionist history happening collectively
Everywhere,
in some part
everywhere.
in some
we ain't
part
gotta
of
worry about the Republican Party changing the fucking books. We cooking the books.
Yeah, there's a
Not
portion
you.
of the
I don't mean you.
zeitgeist.
I'm talking-
There's a
Not
portion
you.
of the zeitgeist that has redefined like what type of artist Jay-Z is and who he is and like what his contribution to this thing is. And it's weird. I don't get how it started, but there is this recurring theme that like, oh, Jay-Z, he's not even in my top 10 rappers of all time.
So I
and I'm
wouldn't say
like,
so.
never heard Big Pimpin'?
here's the
Damn,
thing,
like-
of course, I've heard Big Pimpin', but I also guess, and this is where geographic upbringing matters in age demo, right?
Okay.
So I'm a 1990s baby
right.
who grew up in Florida.
Florida woman.
And so in terms of rap, and when I got to rap, because also as a millennial, I was Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. I grew up in the boy band
The
era.
other big
style.
three.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
when I got older, got into R&B and hip hop more.
Okay.
And so even through that though, it was Trick Daddy, it was
Yeah.
Wayne, it was, I mean, shit, I love Pastor Troy, it was Outkast, it was Ludacris.
T.I. them type of-
T.I.,
right.
Jeezy, Gucci. And so even when I moved up to New York, being cool with Jim, Jada, I was just cool with these. I didn't even know these niggas was as big as they were. Like,
wow.
these was just
Okay.
homies that I ended
People
up
that
being
I
cool
know.
with. Like,
Right.
I know them. I hang out with them. And, like, I remember my homegirl pulling up on one of Jim's sets. She was like, is she a bitch from Harlem? I didn't.
Oh, she was losing her mind.
Oh, my God.
You got- yeah.
And so I didn't even realize that Dipset was that big of a thing because even
Right.
for me, all of us just thought Jewels was fine. I'm 18 and live a crazy life and know
Right.
what the ladies like.
You're like, these some
I
local
approached
rappers who
baby,
just-
Mom, what's your age and type? She looked at me and said, you a baby, right? Like, to me, it was, this nigga wears pink fur and
confused.
Jewels is fine. And ballin'. That's all I knew about Dipset growing up. So like the up north, like how people talk about geographical hip hop,
right.
Jay-Z didn't trickle down to me.
Well,
Okay.
I would say most
Mandy
of the
B.
Shut up.
I don't know if she's heaven sent. I don't
right.
know if she's heaven sent.
Her playlist wasn't.
Playlist was not heaven sent.
I would say though, I mean, we all have access to streaming. Go back and listen to some Jay-Z
Sure.
essentials.
I love change clothes and frontin'. Y'all,
So you like Jay-Z?
do I like Jay-Z enough to pay $876 for a
Well,
ticket?
that's gonna
No.
be the that's gonna be the issue.
Somehow she's gonna be right in one of them suites, and we gonna hopefully
Well,
be right there
yeah,
with her.
yeah.
No,
you know.
let's be very clear. Hey guys. Hey guys. Y'all have got to stop hitting my phone.
Ooh.
I don't have tickets for you for Roots Picnic or for the Yankee
Yo,
Stadium.
that's the funniest
Nigga,
part
I
about
got
the whole
4
announcements.
people like, yeah, so I ain't got you. I'm not getting you backstage. Do not hit me for tickets. If I get tickets, it will be for myself. And that is it.
The day they made the announcement,
Bruh, I got-
my Instagram, you know, the Instagram, like the little like status updates or whatever, I just swiped. There was like maybe 10 in a row that was like either I don't work for Rock Nation, I can't get you tickets, nope, sorry, no Jay-Z tickets, don't hit my phone. Like it was the whole
have a-
timeline was like, yeah, can't do it.
I got a video recording in my text message yesterday. I won't say from who.
Okay.
And they're showing the ticket prices, and they said because we both hip hop fans, I know we going. I was like, I didn't even acknowledge. I was like, this is crazy. I never even looked at the prices yet.
Wait. Did they think that you were going to buy the...
They thought there's. I don't know what they think.
They thought wrong.
I'm just like, I didn't even examine that part of it yet, but I do want to go.
So real quick, the 3 of y'all want to go for sure, right?
Yeah.
I've already finagled my way into the Roots Picnic. I have
And
that part taken
I'm
care
trying
of
to
already.
do, hey,
Yeah.
hi, Roots Picnic. If
Look,
you,
I done hit up Wizzy like, you want to do Man on the Street? Let's put it on the business.
I'm trying to get to the
no.
Roots Picnic too. So if Roots Picnic people are watching this or listening to this, you know this
Oh,
is a
nigga, we
Roots
in there.
Picnic
We
friendly.
in there. Stop it. Don't make us look like peasants. We don't have to act like this.
All right,
We
fine.
We will be there.
All right,
Like,
right.
just don't, no plus ones. Like, nigga,
No, I
we
don't
gonna get
fuck
in
with
there,
no plus
but
ones.
no plus ones. By the way, then, I want to ask y'all
Yeah,
as
what's up?
hip hop heads, Blueprint or Reasonable Doubt? If y'all could choose one night at Yankee Stadium, which one is it? What are y'all's thoughts, too, on him separating the nights this way?
For me, it's
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt, but not by like a whole lot.
Okay.
But Reasonable Doubt is why I love Jay-Z. Like that album opened my eyes up to like, oh shit, niggas can rap like this. Niggas can have this type of flow that's like, it almost sounded like he wasn't. It happened to rhyme. It wasn't like he was trying to rhyme. He was just saying what he wanted to say, and it just sounded fly. So for me, Reasonable Doubt is the one that I have to see just for my 15-year-old self. I just got to see that album.
Y'all agree with that?
Jason Jolly, Heaven Sent.
Stop it. Wait, Jason, do you agree with that? What?
Yeah, I do. I saw Complex did a post where they said Blueprint was better out of the two. I think I could see why people would do that, and like their editor in chief or chief content officer Noah Callahan Bever. We've had this conversation a lot throughout the years. Blueprint is it's the polish and it's the mastery and it's like kind of like Jay-Z at his peak. But I think the rawness of Jay-Z and the entry of it with Reasonable Doubt. I think that leaves people. I mean, it just has much more excitement, I think, for me, and kind of like what he can do with those songs and freestyles. And I would pick Reasonable Doubt over the Blueprint show. Not that like one album is so much better than the other, but it's just a matter of like, do you want peak and mastery or like rawness and kind of like still having that aggression?
So it's giving just go to Roots Picnic to get both, huh?
Well, so that's the other part, though. Is he going to spoil that for that? Like the Roots Picnic, I don't think we're going to get.
What do you think you get at Roots?
I think you're going to get new music. I think you're going to get a new verse.
Oh, really?
I think he's going to dig into his early bag, what we used to seeing when he was outside like that, where he'll give us a teaser of what's to come. And in between the set, you might hear him drop a little 8, 16.
We're definitely getting a verse.
Because if I'm Jay, I got vitriol for so many people right now.
Yeah.
If I'm just writing on the scorecard, like, yeah, I got something for you, and your boy in Toronto,
so maybe
too.
actually festival lens.
This
maybe
is my prediction.
Otis, Niggas in Paris.
You get those. I think you get those
records.
You get those records.
Reasonable Doubt. I miss when Jay and Nas reconciled. I seen the video, but I do think there's a window of possibility that when Dead Presidents come on, because he uses Nas's voice, that we see Nas for that moment, because they're good now. So
you think Nas is gonna come out at Roots?
No, at the Yankee Stadium.
Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. My guy Free Speech, he put up a poll on his Instagram. He said he believes that Ye is gonna come out. And I said, well, Ye dissed this man's kids and told him he was the R word.
Yeah,
and he said the best apologies are made out behind closed doors, and I get that. But I think he's crossed that line already. I don't know if you could.
Yeah,
culturally, I don't know. You might have sold me. You think Nas coming? Just a moment that I would like to be like. As a moment in hip hop, that would be discussed. And so then I could tell my friends' kids I was there.
And I think that
you know what I mean?
I think we'll get that before we get a Ye. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
But then on the flip side, the Blueprint album,
I don't think they like it. I don't think they fucking with each other.
But I do think we get some kind of ensemble of the producers who produce Blueprint 1 that come out with them. Maybe. Damn, I forgot. Justin. Yeah, that might not happen.
You talking about Just Blaze?
Him and Bink.
Swiss?
Bink. Kanye.
Kanye's
those are the primary, but Justin
those are the three.
They don't rock with each other like that.
Right.
And Ye, so we might not get that either. I don't know. Jay-Z's he's not doing this for no reason.
Yeah, no, I think
I believe new music is on the way.
Nah, he's doing this because Beyonce said, "Now you get to work." I'd have been. Nah, fuck that. Beyonce was like, "You see all this shit I done did? It's time for you to hit the stage, nigga. Let them be reminded that you're not just this billionaire man. You are hit you this musician."
Well, I will say this.
That's facts.
I forget. I don't know if it was here or if it was in Texas. I forget what city it was in. But when she brought him out to do Niggas in Paris, I hadn't heard. It was here, right? I hadn't heard an eruption like that for Jay-Z in a long time.
It felt good, man.
It felt like
good.
He was a brand new artist with a brand new hit record that people were hyped to hear. And I was like, damn, okay. Because I would have been acting like that, but I wasn't sure that a Beyonce crowd would have got
how would you have acted? How would you? What would you have done?
No, I wouldn't.
No, do it.
No,
do it. Oh my God! What would you have done?
Without the oh my God.
Without the oh my God.
Crazy.
Yeah. Without the oh my God.
How do men erupt in excitement at concerts? Like,
Yeah, I think it's. I think. Oh shit! Yeah. You know what? That's a good.
And then the homies are like, yo.
That's how they acted at the Clips concert in LA when they brought Kendrick out. And all you heard, if you watch any of the videos, all you heard was, "Oh shit!"
Because it's the clue. Like, there's no clues. You just figure, oh, nobody's pulling up, and then that part.
you know what's crazy?
After Malice goes, they do the hook. You thinking it's going.
Where was this at?
That was LA. And then Kendrick comes out in middle of a tour.
They were
still doing GNX, and it's like, oh shit! And the album just came out, the Clips album. So
I will say then,
I love it.
Going to concerts in New York spoils you. Because people go to concerts like, so who do you think they're bringing out? Like,
all the time.
Someone always comes out in New York. So it's like...
You're going to do the big shit. He's going to do the big thing.
Well, that's the thing. I think we're going to, in this run, I think we're going to see things that we've never seen before. Because it's like, you've done a million shows. You've done these songs a million times. You have to add something fresh to it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Nas. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Eminem.
When Dead Presidents come out, I'm out for Dead President. Nas is coming on that stage.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Hey, y'all clip this if he's wrong. Just because he out here saying it that's your prediction.
I'm wearing the Nas. I'm wearing the Nas.
All right, well, I want to get into some more New York discussion, hip hop.
New York.
We have Mason Cameron.
Harlem.
Kind of versus alongside Shyne versus Ray J and Brandy. On their podcast.
Wait, are we gonna play all the clips?
What are all the clips? We don't have to play all the clips.
And then
okay, do you want to actually summarize what happened on It Is What It Is podcast?
Shout out to the It Is What It Is pod.
I think the last.
Oh,
sorry.
No. Shyne was a guest, and Cameron asked Mace and Shyne about a woman who they have dated around the same time or at the same time. And they spoke on it, and it was Brandy. Mm-hmm. From the clips that I saw from that part,
was it done tastefully?
I don't think it was done in bad taste.
But also, King, the start of it was in the documentary. And so the Honorable Shyne documentary, Shyne had talked about it. I think in the documentary it was tastefully is kind of the wrong word, but it wasn't messy in the documentary. So then Cam, that was literally the first question that Cam asked in their sit down, because they're both there right there. So Cam jumped right into it, and he got a little messy with it.
Yeah, Cam always gonna add some hot sauce. And
Cam is messy boots.
His own, you know what I mean? He's gonna add them elements. But they kept it clean. And then Ray J,
did not keep it clean.
Ray J went on stream like, yeah, nigga on Pop Rule, if you talk about my sister,
keep going.
You better not wear no dress around me. I'm gonna poke you in the booty. He was doing that shit, and he went on and on. I won't repeat. He
pretty much threatened to
scrape.
Yeah, to scrape these.
What they say, grape? Jesus Christ.
It was bad.
It was the Booty Goons remix.
Yeah. Listen, leave Ray J alone at this point. Like
he got other things to be worried about. This is not the one for him to even be.
Yeah, he need to be worried about his heart.
Yeah, take care of yourself, brother.
Like he needs to take care of his health.
Yeah. So one of the responses that we saw was they put up on It Is What It Is Instagram. They posted an old clip of Ray J getting punched in the mouth.
Yeah,
in front of a venue and shit. And they just playing, and I'm like, he got the right one. Because they with the shits too.
They are with the shits now. However, Brandy did insert herself as well and say that she does not align at all with what Ray J is saying and wants to distance herself from him. Ooh. She also said, Shyne lying on a dick.
Ooh. Yeah.
Brandy said, me and that boy was friends. It was platonic. And
Playtime.
I don't know what that man talking about. So I did want to play this clip, however, because Shyne responded to Brandy, and he decided to say this. Play that thing, Jason.
And this is after Brandy had made a post on Instagram trying to clear it up, but also promoting her memoir at the same time.
She did.
And then this is Shyne replying right here.
Everybody got something.
Gotta just put it out there. You don't think you took it the wrong way at all?
Took what the wrong way?
Your relationship.
No, she's lying. Everything that I said is 100% true. In fact, in my Hulu documentary, I never mentioned her name. This is where this started. The late, great Clark Kent mentioned her name, and he said it like everybody knows that. That's a matter of historical fact. And if you look at the interview, Mace has different opinions. Like, he's very hard line, he's very extreme. I'm a bit more compassionate, a bit, middle ground. So Mace and I weren't agreeing on everything.
Right.
So if
You were just telling your side, he was telling his side.
But we agreed on that.
Yeah.
So if I was capping Mace, he would have said,
because he heard it too.
He said if I was
I don't
capping,
remember
because he heard
because
it too.
Mace heard that
Right.
they were dealing with each other too. I have kind of a okay. I have a hot take.
This shit is
Okay.
This shit is all
I have a
out
hot
of
take.
control.
Because Brandy didn't deny Mace. It's given she deleted that body because it wasn't good. If we're talking about how women respond, there's niggas that, I know I laid with him.
But I don't want y'all talking about it.
And if it comes out in public, you're lying.
Deny.
You are lying on your dick. It never happened, but we only do that to niggas with bad dick. Or ones that we are embarrassed by, or ones where it didn't.
I've heard women say that before.
Bro, if it wasn't good, we gonna say you lying.
You gotta own that body though.
She gotta own the body of the one she ran over.
Shyne, back then at that point in Shyne's career, he was top dog. He was one of the ones that everybody was.
He looked good. He had a very short-lived career and then went to jail. Like, he was not one of them. He was an up and coming. He was a LaRussell.
No,
he was on the up and coming.
But he had no. He had
a hit, and
Shyne he was outside.
He was hanging with the biggest party promoter, Diddy, in New York City.
And he also was a street. He was a street guy too. Don't forget that part.
For sure.
He's from Brooklyn. He's from a street guy. So I think that time I could see it. She fell in love with the allure of what all that looks like, and there was a moment. That's it.
Who is more likely to be lying about? Because somebody is lying.
I'm not gonna lie.
So, like, who is more likely to be lying about this situation?
Women at a certain esteem. Being linked to certain men that they feel like they are above or that it was a mistake in time. I actually feel like Brandy's lying here.
Mace was outside too. You used to hear
Mace was
wild
definitely
stories
outside.
about Mace for
Mace was definitely
years.
outside.
But you know what's crazy? She didn't denounce both of them.
Right.
She
it was
only
just
denounced
about
one
Shyne.
of them.
One of them.
Well, the thing that's interesting with the Shyne thing is that he wasn't like, they weren't even talking. Like he said, he's more middle of the road.
Yeah,
he was just
wasn't
said we
trying to-
dated.
yeah.
So I'm like, it didn't even imply anything nefarious. So why would he lie about them dating? That's
Right.
to me.
I
It's
will
just
say
weird
it's
about,
also
like,
the D
why is
word.
that?
Dating is different for different people.
Well, yeah,
And
'cause some
maybe it
people-
was a little bit more casual for her, and he said dating because
Right.
there's guys that have used the D word with me before, and I was like, nigga, we was not dating.
How do you? I guess I've never misunderstood though, like a situation with the woman about whether or not we were dating. To me, it's never been confusion about whether I was actually dating somebody or whether we were just friends hanging out a lot.
Because
So I don't understand
but
how
that's-
you even have a misunderstanding about that.
Because it could be, hear me out, and this is now me going the opposite way of not saying that Brandy's lying. If he was pursuing her romantically and she was just kicking it, oh, you inviting me to the club? I'm gonna go to the club with you. Oh, you wanna take me to eat? I'm hungry, but I'm not really...
But how much time?
You're not being talked about amongst my friends.
What?
I'm not,
But how
I'm
many
not
times
engaging with you in that.
How many times would that happen though before you be like? Because obviously the nigga's gonna press you, not necessarily even on sex, but just he's gonna be saying romantic things to you. He's gonna be letting you know I'm interested in you beyond friends.
Yes,
so how
and-
many times do you go kick it with a nigga who you don't like, who you know for a fact likes you, and you just keep that thing going for months
Y'all
and
just
months and
said
weeks
he's
and
a
weeks?
street nigga. These niggas ain't opening up with their emotions, saying that they want to, like, do romantic shit. Like, he's like, yo, I'm at the club with Diddy tonight. Pull up on us. Like, how
Brandy, I think
men
you
talk, like, they could be interested in you and literally just inviting you to be around.
I don't think a street nigga's
So
gonna
hold
do
on.
that.
So
though.
I got a question. I got one question for Ja, one question for Mandy.
Okay.
Ja, you first. When Shyne says we dated, characterize what you think he means by that.
When I hear him say we dated, and maybe this is me giving him bum bail, right? But
You love giving bum bail.
that's a great term. I think of it as like we went to dinners together. We talked on the phone a lot. We got to know one another in a romantic way. Even if we didn't have sex or even if we were having sex, we were talking to each other on a regular basis, hanging out a lot. And I was saying things to you, even if it's not, baby, I want to buy you flowers and change your life. He was expressing his interest in her romantically and vice versa. That's how I take it when he says we were dating.
Now, Mandy, you gave part of it. You said the erasing of body. But when Brandy says we had a, quote, platonic friendship, what is she meaning by that?
You know what this reminds me of? Shout out to 85 South. And you gonna laugh. I had conversations with, hung out at the studio, and went and got fucking wings at Penn Station with Jack Thriller. And this nigga says that it was a date.
That nigga loves emojis.
Bro. And so
who said it?
Jack Thriller said that he dated me.
Jack Thriller dated everybody.
But men have this idea
that's
that...
a very thirsty... that's a very thirsty...
But
which is why she's insinuating that Shyne was thirsty.
Right.
And this is clout chasey of him to do. But there are men that will say that they dated you because you gave them a little bit of attention. Me eating food with you, like it's funny because it's why I say, especially in this industry, right?
Yeah.
Because also at the time, they're both celebrities.
Sure.
So us hanging out, like it's why like there's certain people that'll invite me out. Nigga, I'm bringing my laptop. So that it's not confused.
Crazy.
So that this is a work meeting. This is not a date. Like
that is a Wi-Fi cock block.
A full court. Like, you're going to full
nigga,
court.
there will be no
like,
pussy coming.
Bro, like, let me bring out my iPad. Let me pull up the calendar.
Crazy.
Like,
do you think he and people like him do that to give the allure that something else may have happened, but they'll let you have the theater of the mind moment rather than clarifying? Because you don't have to say no shit like that. Like, if I was one of them and they said, I'm like, that's the homie. That's it. We ain't gotta,
however, there's an ego. The double down is also like, Brandy is who Brandy is, but also as Shyne, he feels like he is who he is. Yeah. So you're not going to make me look like I'm a lame nigga.
Like I'm a sucker.
I'm not a clown, you know what I mean? Yeah. So to me, I mean, I get both sides. For her to respond, denounce it, and include the promotion of her memoir at the same time, it gives...
She might have to add a new chapter to that shit.
Yo, here you go.
The bonus, the deluxe.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Do y'all think Mace or Shyne is mentioned in the memoir?
I mean, how significant were those relationships for her to even do it?
Right.
I think she would talk about more how she came up and the family dynamics and...
But she has to do Mace. They had the record together. Like, it's all out there.
Yeah,
she has to put some final word.
It's going to be Mace. It's going to be Mace.
If either one of them was going to come up, I'd say Mace.
Okay, well, let's get...
with Moesha, you know.
Let's get into women asking for the things that they want and actually getting it. This is not a sports podcast, but we talked about the WNBA possibly entering a lockout because they could not come to terms with the CBA agreement. However... per Shams. Y'all know I love me some Shams.
Shams be keeping it real.
Shams came out and said that the WNBA got the big pay raise they were asking for. So here are the details with what's happening with the WNBA. So we're going to start with salary cap. Salary cap under the previous CBA was only $1.5 million. Under the new one, it went all the way to $7 million. Now, I'm not going to lie. These numbers are way more than I thought. Like, they were going to be able to negotiate this soon. Supermax deal. As we know, we talk about the NBA players that are out here getting the big bucks. A Supermax in the WNBA under the previous CBA was only $249K. Same salary as the president. That now went up to $1.4 million. Cha-ching. Average salary of a WNBA player previously was only $120,000. Average salary will now look like $600,000. The minimum salary, this is crazy, of a WNBA player under the previous CBA was only $66,000. I don't know if y'all know, you can make more as a manager at Foot Locker.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can make Subway sandwiches and probably
hit 66K. I think that might be $25 an hour at 40. You know, the minimum salary went from $66K to $300,000. Insert a round of applause here. The ladies did what the ladies needed to do.
Get your
Remember,
money,
if they wanted to, they would. And if you ask for it, they could. So,
and
thoughts?
just to add too, this term takes place the upcoming season.
Yep.
Right.
Through 20, I think for 7 years, so 2032.
So
I think that before we get to 2032, they're gonna renegotiate the current CBA because there's gonna be more elevation, right?
Well, that was gonna be my question. 7 years is like that's 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
That scene, I wonder, is that where they had to compromise?
With the length of that?
With the length of time. Like, okay, we'll give you this, but we're not doing this again for damn near
3
a
or
decade.
4 years.
Every 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
We're going to have to sit on this. This is going to be the case. But to your point, yeah, sure, that sounds good, but if the trajectory keeps going on what is going on and it gets really, really popping, like...
In year 5, we're going to get the rumor.
Yeah, fuck your 7 years.
We think that the WNBA going to have a strike in 2032.
Yep.
By the way, what this means, too, for fans who've been rocking with the WNBA, so... I was talking to my DJ here. She actually DJs for the Atlanta Dream.
Okay.
And they currently have games out of an arena that only seats like, I don't know, 8,000 to 10,000.
Down on the South Side.
But you could get season tickets for like $8,000 a month.
Right.
I mean, $8,000 for the season.
For the season, yeah.
That is now 22,000.
I was about to say, damn, we
for the
fucked up.
season.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about wanting these girls to get paid the amount that they need to, overall, prices are going to go up in order to do that. And it is going to come from the same way we talk about the tax-paying dollars. It's going to come from, unfortunately, the fans who have been there and who have been able to enjoy the game at a very affordable rate. Those prices are going to go up.
That is the cost of starting this thing and the trajectory. This is inevitable.
I think some of that is also greedy owners. Because a lot of the salary cap a lot of times is tied to the TV contracts. And so with the new players contract running for 7 years, the TV contract runs for 11 years. So I'm sure it has that window tied up so they can decide, likely like there might be probably like an opt-out before 11 years. I think the opt-out is probably tied to that 7-year mark. So I think the women are probably tying their players agreement to the TV contracts so they could see, because presumably when the league gets more money through TV, that's what the women want to share. And so like we had an earlier podcast where we talked about the percentage of revenue that the women shared in. So before it was about 9%. Now it's close to 20%. So they're getting it from like overall league revenue.
I think it's also just, it goes to show too, in this era of celebrity, for a decade, you had maybe 3 to 5 players. You had the Diana Taurasi, you had Skylar Diggins, you had Lisa Leslie, Sue Bird.
And that was like...
I was like it.
Yeah, Cheryl Swoops, and it was like, okay,
you know what I mean? But
handful.
you literally have so many more WNBA players now that are being talked about on the same scale of certain NBA players and celebrities, and they have podcasts now. You got, the Asia Wilsons, you have the Caitlin Clarks, you have the Angel Reeses, and you just have more women being even just discussed.
Yeah, the star power
so
is going
the
up.
league is becoming more star powered as well.
And to your point about like the season ticket prices, it's kind of like, we get it. Like, the fans have expressed their love for the WNBA, but it's like, I like that you tell me that you love me, but show me that you love me.
Yeah.
Like, spend that bread. That will tell me how much you love me. I love the compliments and all the things you love coming to the game and all that, but like, pull out your wallet and show me how much you actually love me. And so it'll be interesting to see how that part goes. Like, do the fans, are they going to spend that bread? Are they going to buy those $22,000 season tickets and bring their families and really move? Because part of the growth of the league will be what the fans do.
It's just hard because we is in a recession.
It's ugly out here.
Like, we talking about the
we paying for everything.
Nick.
We paying for gas. We paying for walls. We paying for WNBA players. We paying for fucking
apparently
shit.
Southwest is saying you got to pay to have your seat clean now.
Yeah.
Like, did you see?
You got to wipe. First of all,
okay. Did you see?
tip.
We might not, but now we got to buy our own disinfectant wipes.
Well, I think we should do that anyway. I do that.
Well, yeah, don't outsource your hygiene.
Because you can't trust these people, bro.
So I don't look. Yomi's looking lost. Y'all may be looking lost. Allegedly, Southwest is putting a premium cost on seats being cleaned, and so if you want a seat cleaned on Southwest, it's gonna come at a cost.
Southwest about to.
Well,
Which
clearly
is
they going
wild.
out.
Frontier it is. Fuck it.
You know what else is crazy? Did y'all? You were talking about biscuits earlier. Did y'all hear the? Did y'all hear the Popeyes filed bankruptcy?
Whoa.
Well, look at.
They did?
Yeah,
Yo,
hold
I thought
on.
they just dropped a new
Disturbed
mac and
at
cheese
this
or some
news.
shit. Then they just dropped
Did
a new
you
mac
just
and
say they
cheese.
just dropped a new mac
Yeah,
and cheese?
I seen a dude, somebody reviewing mac and cheese from Popeyes.
They got a new mac and cheese?
some kind of, I don't know.
Did they?
Some, yeah, hot
Damn.
ones. There you go.
All right.
Fuck.
Popeyes,
So-
okay. Popeyes the new Supreme.
A major. Oh, and this is even Miami, unfortunately, which is crazy because Meg Thee Stallion just bought one. Over 130 locations in Florida and Georgia filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
That is not the places where I thought they would
I
have to
got
file
a theory.
bankruptcy.
I got a
for.
theory now.
Like
The filing resulted in closure of roughly 20 underperforming locations due to approximately $130 million in debt. And so, yeah, in 2026, we can expect quite a bit of closings of franchise. Now, y'all know, if y'all want to look and see what all the different types of bankruptcies mean, y'all can follow Pinky Cole, who is the owner of
Yo.
Slutty Vegan.
Brat,
She's
that
out
was
here teaching y'all about bankruptcies, like
Brat.
Rachel.
Like
what's
Miss
the-
Rachel. Being a Miss Rachel of bankruptcy is a wild title to
She
have.
said there's different ones. There's 13,
She did break
there's
it.
9,
She
there's
did break it down
11.
pretty
It's
good.
like
I'm not
your
gonna hold you.
wigs.
She did break it down pretty good.
Number 20.
I don't think there's bankruptcy chapter 27, okay?
I don't think there's bankruptcy.
13 and
No,
11,
but you know
for
what
sure.
though? If that might be really the canary in the coal mine, because when you tell me
Canary
that,
in the coal mine?
Stay there.
Yeah.
Raisin biscuits? What? You are so...
That's a southern nigga for real. He a southern, you know, full.
Canary in the coal
Yeah,
mine?
canary in the coal
mine.
canary in the
Wow.
coal mine. So like, if you can't sell fried chicken in the South,
Where can you sell
where
it?
can you sell fried chicken at? Because you're not selling all the units in Detroit and Chicago and in New York. Like I get it, people are buying, but like
New York, these niggas are going crazy over Popeyes.
no, I bet they are. But like, if you can't do it in what is it in Florida and in Georgia,
Georgia?
if you
Georgia.
can't sell if you can't sell fried chicken here, you got to close your locations. Your business is cooked.
I think Bojangles has something to do with this.
Maybe.
I think they stepping all over Popeyes.
Bojangles is not that good.
But they
For fried chicken?
They just opened a new one, and they just opened the first one, I believe, in Brooklyn.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh, Bojangles and went up to north.
That's crazy.
To the north.
I definitely would not think that
Bro.
they would be that far
And
above the Mason-Dixon.
You know New York niggas love some South shit.
They do.
You bring Sonics in New York, they go crazy. They got Sonics in Brooklyn.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's really the Chick-fil-A. It's elite, even with being closed on Sundays. That's the chicken right there. And they ain't even got fried. It's fried.
It's fried, but it's not fried. It's not nigga fried. It's like Christian fried. It's like
Christian
fried
chicken.
by God.
Not
Like,
churches.
It's not that. It's not that kind of.
Do people eat churches chicken?
A little bit.
Churches and
Churches in the hood.
Is churches better than? Is it ranked higher than Popeyes?
Nah.
So how does Popeyes go bankrupt before churches?
Well, I think there's less churches, and I think to me, like in Atlanta, I don't really see churches that much unless you're in the hood. Like you go to Decatur, you go to Candler Road, you'll probably see a church somewhere.
Yeah, you do.
But like you don't really see. There's Popeyes on Roswell Road in Sandy Springs. There's Popeyes in Buckhead. Like
There's
you
Popeyes
find,
in the airport.
In the airport, yeah. Those the churches is a very specific like.
Oh, correction. Bojangles. This is not even. But yo, Jason, they put a Bojangles on 5910 Church Avenue in Brooklyn, right in Flatbush.
Right there.
wow.
Where it should be.
So wait, is that? wow.
Sorry.
No oxtails. They like, nah, you need some fried chicken.
Well, I was gonna say Flatbush. That's where Caribbean people is at,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, what is the soul food culture?
It's
of
Jamaican
that
food.
area? It's just Jamaican
It's
food. and
Jamaican
stuff
food.
like
It's
that,
West
right?
Indian food. Yeah,
West
You
Indian.
got Trinidadian food, Jamaican food, Haitian.
But is there other soul food like competition for Popeyes there?
Soul
or
food
is it
in
just-
New York is really in Harlem.
It's just Harlem thing,
you
right?
mean
That's
Harlem
what I
got
always
soul
told.
you saying Popeyes is soul food?
No, it's not soul
you mean
food,
like
but it's not. It changed. But I'm saying it's a chicken place that's
KFC
not.
and Popeyes was the
KFC,
things.
Popeyes.
Okay.
Those are the two things. Now
Interesting.
Bojangles, I think there's
churches
lines
from
around the corner and all that shit. That's because of the hype
It's
of
brand new,
We
right.
got a southern restaurant in New York now.
I feel like Bojangles, people just go there for the biscuits.
A
really. They want
line at
the biscuits.
Bojangles?
Yeah, that sounds
They
crazy.
opened up a Dallas
That
barbecue
sounds
in Newark,
crazy.
New Jersey, and I'm like, why is it lines all wrapped around this whole shit?
I ain't gonna hold you. That's some of the nastiest chicken.
What?
Bojangles?
Bro, the Hennessy, the Dallas
Dallas
BBQ
BBQ.
chicken. First off,
The wings are like my
I
forearm.
was gonna say no.
That GMO.
By the way,
That
they
GMO.
are not chicken wings.
No.
They are Tyrannosaurus Rex wings.
That's a human torso. Right?
Like,
It's like that's a femur. Nigga. That's
that
not
is,
a chicken wing.
it is not. It's like they are this big, and you get like
Yeah,
3 of
bro,
them
it's
on a
insane.
plate, and the plates
Damn.
is this big. It's ridiculous.
And then the big old Texas size drink.
Listen.
Crazy.
Now, before we get out of here, we do have to end with a little bit of politics. We getting into This Is America. And speaking of lines, the TSA lines across the country are ghetto. Now, this comes after a lot of political shit, y'all. We pretty much are in another government shutdown. TSA agents are not being paid. And there is pretty much discourse yet again between the red and blue, not the Bloods and Crips, but of course the Republicans and Democrats, on how ICE agents are going to be essentially either integrated into the Department of Homeland
I hope
Security
not.
at the airport or not.
I hope he's just chatting.
And go ahead. I know you
Well,
got more things to add to this, Josh.
Jesus.
So this morning, he's called the Border Security Czar, Tom Homan. This isn't a threat anymore. This is going to happen starting tomorrow.
Oh.
ICE will be deployed to airports starting tomorrow morning. But the thing about it is, and we talked about this on CNN a little bit this morning, and I figured this was going to be the case, was that they're not deploying ICE to the airport to make up for the imbalance of TSA. They're not there to help.
They say that. That's what they're saying.
That's what but they're not there to help the process be faster. The lines are still going to be long. ICE is just going to be there. And it was telling...
To do what?
This is going
to intimidate people and scare people.
This is going to be very problematic.
In the statement, it was telling to me that he emphasized, when Trump was talking about rolling out ICE, that he emphasized Somali people. So this isn't even really about like, TSA isn't there, we need some extra security. He's there to take revenge against people that he just wants to fuck with.
So what's the criteria to get pulled?
Be black or brown?
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. It's
If
just
you
going to be
have an
random.
accent that they don't like, that they think is suspect.
And that's going to help the lines? How?
No, it's not.
It's
at all.
not about helping
So you
lines.
know what they do, A-King? It's like the press release comes out from the White House and it says like due to TSA long lines and they need this help, ICE is gonna come. But then like when Homan and like Trump get interviewed, they say, oh, we're gonna put ICE out there and they're gonna go get them and they're gonna check IDs. So it's like it's that same like talking out of both sides faces they do. But for them, they're just like, oh, we're gonna eat up and like get our quotas.
By the way, the timing of this is really interesting because starting May 7th, which is also right around the corner, you are and will be required to have a real ID in terms of traveling. So the real ID means you need to have a star on it or you have to have a passport.
Right.
And I think one of the most interesting things that I found out most recently, especially being that they're now requiring you, and this is for women, unfortunately, they're requiring you to have certain IDs that match your maiden name in order to vote.
Oh, yeah, that part too, right, yeah. If you're
And
a
so
woman,
in
they change
talking
your
about
name.
this, they're saying that only about 46% of the population even has
Has those
passports.
kind of, yep.
And so this is going to get really interesting, not only in terms of midterm elections, but now traveling. World Cup's coming. World Cup is coming here, and you're saying that ICE is about to be in the goddamn airport.
If you pull the wrong person and there's some kind of public discourse, that's not going to end well in the airport.
Right.
And I hope everything is peace, but based on what we've seen thus far, is like I don't have any optimism that it's going to be peaceful.
Not only that, we have Iran saying, "Hey, niggas, still beware."
Yeah, shit ain't sweet.
Like shit ain't sweet. Threatening like tourism in certain areas, and it's just like.
Well, I fully expect there to be protests inside the airport, at the airport. I expect it to get bad because like this whole weekend I was out running errands, and I'm out like North Atlanta. And for about 4 exits, there were people, I guess they had organized themselves, where they had, like, fuck ICE protest signs, people standing up there cheering with signs for, like, at least 4.5 miles. So if they're doing that in the suburbs, I fully expect them to bring that energy down to Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, and it's going to get that much more messy.
I ain't gonna lie, I had my flight to LA. It was a 7:25 a.m. flight. Baby, them lines were wrapped through baggage claim.
Yeah.
Like, and I luckily have TSA pre-check, but it took me about 40 minutes to get through. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot for people who don't have TSA pre-check because ghetto. So I know y'all are used to standing in those lines.
That's the point of you getting
I
there.
have digital ID. I have Clear. I have TSA pre. Digital ID and Clear are not even open.
Doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Mind you, my normal TSA going through at Atlanta Hartsfield, less than 5 minminutes.
Yep, it's pretty smooth for the most part.
It's
For as busy as it is, you can go
For
through
as
there
busy
pretty fast.
as it is, I go right through.
What do you think the volume as she was navigating through the airport was like?
I was pissed.
I think she was at like 15. After,
Oh,
she was
yeah.
at
No,
decibel
mind you,
10.
here go Yomi, and this was my ignorant moment, because I thought it was just for like the hailstorm we had as to why flights was canceled and shit like that. I didn't even know we were going through yet another
Partial shutdown, yeah.
shutdown.
Yep.
And at first as well, they were only showing like Houston, but I was like, oh, spring break. Niggas don't even care about fucking water no more. They're all in spring break. That's
Right.
just because niggas is in Houston.
Everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. If you are traveling, going to the airport anytime this week, you got to get there early. I will say, LAX was a breeze. So there are only certain airports that are being impacted.
Right.
It's LaGuardia, it's Atlanta, it's Houston, it's I think Chicago, DCA, and maybe one more.
Now they're saying that this is pretty much like the last week that they need to figure this out before there is like a 2-week recess to vote. So it's like now you're really up against it to like who's gonna blink first.
And that's another thing y'all need to do. I'm just going to encourage you to read, because the propaganda that is going out right now on these TSA lines are because of the Democrats. Blame Democrats. Dems are the reason. And Republicans are literally pushing this narrative that, and this is why the Dems are bad. And it's just like,
They read the room too. They know that people are not educating
That they're
themselves.
not
They're not reading.
And
they're buying into the social media
Yep.
narratives.
And I had I had several conversations with people last night, journalist friends, that I'm just like, what do y'all think of this? Because the narrative is that it is the Democrats' fault. And like, I guess the part that I'm trying to figure out is it's not the Democrats' fault per se, but the Democrats want certain things changed from ICE and how they're going about doing this in order to fund these these federal agencies. So the question becomes, who does it hurt more? Like, the pain narrative of TSA agents not getting paid is bad.
Yeah.
And people are broke, and they're on TV talking about how hard it is for them.
You know,
and there's no when they talk about it, they're saying, yo, Congress, get your shit together. They're not saying Donald Trump, get your shit together. They're not saying Republicans, get your shit together. They're saying
facts.
Congress,
Yeah.
which means all of y'all. So if it's all of Congress, that's much worse for Democrats than it is for Republicans. We're going to see.
I mean, you seen TSA agents, they was giving out boxes of like eggs and milk and just to take home to their family.
They have to pay for their own parking.
Yeah.
and that's what they're offering. They're offering meals and parking at
Parking now.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
And they were
But
asking the public, like, hey, don't give them food, give them gas cards or gift cards where they can just go and swipe.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's where we're at now.
This is America.
And if you see these people walking in the, helping out or pushing the wheelchair and stuff like that, just like we shout out the military, like, yo, thank you for your service, man.
salute them
Because
people, man.
they don't have to. That's another. They don't have to show up.
They don't.
But I think there are a select few that's like, yo, if we don't show up, this shit is done.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yes.
TSA agents.
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
We need y'all.
Badly.
Bad.
Bad.
Real bad. Well, this was fun. This Friday's bonus episode, y'all, we are getting into our thoughts and opinions around Tank versus Tyrese. We are also getting into Patrick Beverley. We talked about him last week. He got kicked off of his own podcast. And then also a woman was charged with murder for using abortion pills. And I am not going to have the take y'all think I am going to have on that. So tune in to Friday's bonus episode where we get into more things happening and all the outrage. And y'all, this was fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad that y'all haven't disowned me for being heaven sent and not being the biggest Jay-Z fan.
No, we keeping you around because you got lemon pepper.
The lemon pepper 27 piece.
27 piece, all flats. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not playing with you. Jason, thank you for joining us. Not sure if we'll have you on for the bonus. We never really do. PTO, you said I also do half days. He said I'm doing a half day today, bro.
You gotta get some rest.
But thank you so much for joining us. Hope you guys appreciated and enjoyed this week's episode. Y'all already know this is Selective Ignorance, baby, where curiosity lives, controversy thrives, and conversations matter. See you next week
on this Heaven Sent podcast.